Hey, okay. So while I was doing this, I lost all the video of putting it all back, redoing the brake bearings and everything. So it just sucks. So I figured I'll take apart, show you how this bracket goes on. Now this is the adapter plate. Again, you can get that at Vet Brake Parts. There's a big thick washer up here, and then your skinny washer goes back here. It's right in between this. So, right in between there. Of course, I got anti-seize on everything, but that fixes the geometry of kicking this bracket out. Then you have these big fat washers. Don't forget to put them on there. And then here's your brake bracket. So you have the rotor, and I've already used a surface pad to get off all that, I don't know what you call it, that black. I guess it looks cool, but it's gonna rub off. I even think they tell you that in the instructions. But all right, so you put your rotor on like that. Here's how this is gonna go on. See that? Now this is gonna be kind of a pain sometimes, maybe. Now the torque specifications is tight foot-pounds. So that's what I'm going for. Tight foot-pounds. To achieve that, you're going to use impact. Alright, watch yours. It's going to be loud. So here's the little, these basically help it to be kind of quiet, keep it from chattering so much. They kind of clip on like that. This one up here clips on like that. If you're having an issue with your rotor, you can put your pads on there, or your okay, that's pretty close. I'm going to take these out and put a washer on there. And that'll pull that bolt out far enough where we shouldn't have any issues with it. Oh, geez, you don't want to do that. I found the best way to put these in. There's little slots right here, and I have just a little bit of anti-seize. You don't want a whole bunch because you don't want it rubbing up on your rotor, but you do need a little bit of grease. But I found putting them in sideways like this Oops. And then turning it. There it goes. Now, should get real good. There we go. And then we got, oh jeez, a lot of grease on my finger. I did go with the, you have to get this new hose. It goes from 1980 down to 2005, whatever, C5 Corvette, Z06 caliper. So. That, stick that on that. Also, these pins, you want to make sure that you grease those up real good. Since this was a used one, I took it out, cleaned everything off, you know, sandblasted it and everything. So it's definitely good. Put new grease in there. So okay. Now this still has some of the thread locker on there, so I'm just going to use that. Alright, that's how it looks. I think it looks pretty freaking sweet. Now, I'm going to take it for a test drive. Don't forget to bleed your brakes. And the way I did it, I did the rears first. Started on passenger side, then driver side, then right front, and then left front. It's last. I always want to go from the furthest one away from the master cylinder. I flushed out all the old fluid that was in the lines with the new fluid. And then after you do this, you are going to have to have it aligned, because it did adjust the front camber or caster. I think it's camber, where the wheel is leaning this way, and then caster is where the wheel's like this or like this, and then toe is where it's in or out. So I do got to get it aligned. But anyways, there you go. Hope you all enjoyed this. Like I said, there's a couple benefits of doing it. Going with the C4 or C5 calipers. One, you get a bigger rotor, which the rotor is, we went from I think a 13-inch or 12 3/4, I forget, something like that, but 13-inch to a 14-inch rotor. It helps fill in the gap of the 20-inch rims. Anyways, I went with the slotted and drilled rotors. You get better cooling. Some people like them, some people don't like them. They also have dimpled rotors, those are good too. They just dissipate the heat better. You get better braking. People say that these are prone to cracking. Well, I'll deal with that once I get there, but I don't think there's any issues from the ones I've had before, anyways. Let's see. Another big thing is that whenever I go to rebuild, if these calipers ever start leaking, whenever it comes to rebuilding it, 10-15 years from now, it's going to be a lot easier to find stuff for this newer style than for a 1980 that's already 35. I guess it'd be, what, 30 years older than what's on there. So anyways, looks better. It's aluminum. They have, the pistons are a lot bigger. So I did lose 2 pistons, but I have 2 big pistons, so it should, I don't know, it should be better. Newer stuff anyway. So alright, well, I'm done rambling. If y'all got any questions, let me know. Let's see. Next, what we're gonna do is, let's see, I think the next thing we're gonna do on this project is probably finish up that box. I really want to finish up that box and get that taken care of, stick it in there. Because, you know, I already got the hole in the hood. I guess my next big project is going to be this. It's a GS 750 go-kart. You'll see a video on this. Probably posted one right after the other. But it does have a few issues with it, but nothing horrible. Then we'll be maybe working on this. I traded the guy those two and a half motorcycles for this. This actually runs, like I said, you'll hear about it in the other video. Main thing I got to do on this is the back axle, and then just some little odds and ends. He did give me this 18 horsepower twin cylinder Briggs & Stratton, and it does run. It needs a gas tank. I have that one set up for right now. He also gave me those two rims and tires. Tires are bad, but yeah, so that's it. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Y'all comment, rate. Like I said, if you got any questions, feel free to ask me, and we'll go from there. See ya.